My name is Frances Pye. I've been a foster parent for 15 years. Fostering had always been somewhere in the back of my mind, not in my husband's, but we talked about it and decided, well, yeah, if this is what I wanted to do, then let's give it a go. I knew I enjoyed looking after small children. I knew I had done it with my own force, so I knew that life could throw curveballs and all the rest of it. ISP seemed to offer a way of fostering which I felt was right. They emphasised the therapeutic. They put the support in that was needed to support me to do the therapeutic job that I was keen to do. ISP works like most good therapeutic models on communication and everybody being in touch with each other. So we have monthly supervision, which is always very helpful. It is a foster parent-led forum, so friendships develop, and there are social events too for bringing the children together. And a supervising social worker comes once a month as well to see how things are going. Everything that I've needed, ISP has been able to support me with. The first child we ever had was a newborn baby. So welcoming children into our house has usually not been when this child has stepped over the door, but been carried over the door. My first memory of my first child was finally getting them to sleep that night and sitting down and thinking, oh my goodness, I have the responsibility of somebody else's infant in my house. So it was quite sobering, but the wobble about it didn't last very long at all, and very quickly the routine set up and we got to know each other very well. And yeah, well, I'm still here 15 years later, so that tells you something. We didn't start fostering until we were in our 50s, and obviously 15 years later we're considerably older. I feel if you feel that you've got the energy and the patience and the self-awareness and the resilience to foster, then age isn't really what counts. Age brings with it all sorts of other skills that younger people don't have. So it's very, very personal as to whether you feel you're too old for it or not. A young man we had for only 3 weeks, 10 years later, has finally got his British citizenship. He was a refugee who came here in the back of a lorry, and we've watched him age out of care, go through some awful times in post-care treatment, become a partner in the firm he was working for, and 10 years later he invited us to his British citizenship ceremony. And we only had him for 3 weeks, so we've just kept in touch, and it did make me feel very proud. We've made a difference to this young man's life one way or another. The main skill, I feel, is self-awareness. Awareness of yourself, what the children are doing to you, how they are triggering you, how the situation needs to be stopped, changed, and you being able to be the adult in that situation, because they can't stop and change. You can, and if you've got that skill, then that sums up what you need to do, and at the end of the day, being able to do that makes all the difference to them, because they can learn how to do it by seeing you doing it. I think fostering is something that everybody goes into thinking their eyes are wide open, but actually they're 3/4 shut. And as time goes on and your eyes open, you see what it can do, and you've got to give it a go. If you've always thought you'd foster, then give it a go. You might still be here 15 years later.